Good to go.
So I'm Alexia, and today I'm going to be talking about tattoos with you guys. First, I'm going to start with a story. Whenever I was younger, when I was like 6 or 7 years old actually, my favorite thing to do was go to the arcade. I would run straight for this like coin machine thing, stick in the coins, and you push it in, and you have to slowly pull it out, and like gives you one of those like card stop things with a sticker or a temporary tattoo in it. Mine were always, my favorite was always the temporary tattoos. My dad hated it because I was a little kid covered in temporary tattoos. And my mom loved it though, and she really encouraged it. And she introduced me to a lot of friends of hers that were covered in tattoos from head to toe, and a lot of them were actually tattoo artists themselves. So I became a tattoo enthusiast at a very young age. And because of this, I feel comfortable talking to you guys about tattoos today. So my purpose today is to educate you guys on what a tattoo actually is, a brief history of tattoos, and tattoos in modern America. So let's start with my first point, which is what a tattoo is. A tattoo is a marking of the skin according to the Columbia Encyclopedia. You achieve this by a machine or tool. In modern times, you use a machine. In older times or in other countries, you can use a tool. Sometimes this tool is just a bamboo stick, and they're just hitting it with another stick when there's a needle attached. The needle is a real needle here. In other places, it's a piece of wood, like a splinter of wood, and it absorbs the pigment, so that's what's going into your skin. The colored pigments are pre-made now into ink, and long ago, though, they would use natural earth tones like rocks, and charcoal actually was a big one for like Egyptians. So where did tattoos come from? The earliest known evidence is actually an Iceman that was found at the Italian-Austrian border in 1991. And then there's also female mummies from Egypt that were, those tattoos were used during pregnancy, and like this specific pattern would be around their stomach or on their hands or something, and it would actually stretch out too with it, and it was supposed to be for protection. And that's all according to the Smithsonian. The Tahitian people are actually one of the world's like most known cultures, and like has the biggest culture with tattoo base. Like they're coming of age, they have tattoos. Every time that they accomplish something, they have to get a tattoo. Like it was very big for the Tahitian people to do this. And the Polynesian society, nearly everyone was tattooed. It also showed a rank in society, and it actually is also where our origin of our word tattoo actually comes from, the Tahitian people's word tatau. And that's all from Maria Tattoo. James Sanders wrote that, and he's actually a local in Tahiti. Some early mid-American history regarding tattoos is the Native Americans. They would, of course, use charcoal and earth pigments during this time and wood to apply tattoos. They would normally only be based on like tribal tattoos, animals, and things like that. And it normally had to do with rank as well. War soldiers were also big during this time. Because they would do this in case they died on the battlefield, and they would be able to be identified and then buried where they wanted to be. And it was also for memorabilia, so that they could have something that reminded them of home, and also gave them reminded them of their reason for going to battle in the first place. In the 1980s, punks actually used tattoos as a symbol of rebellion and an explicit political protest, and that's by varnish tattoo. And I believe that because of that, that is why there's more of a taboo, why a taboo for tattoos kind of developed. Punks inspired New School and biomechanical, which is like those like robots in your skin looking tattoos. And then, which inspired early 2000s tramp stamps and branding, which in those days tattoos were still considered controversial according to Huffington Post. In modern America, everywhere we go now, we see tattoos. In every room, you might not even notice it because you've become so used to it, accustomed to seeing people with tattoos. And tattoos show individuality and expression today in America. Nobody's a slave getting forced to be tattooed. You're not doing this just for memorabilia or for you to be identified when you die or for your rank in society. It's just about individuality and expression now and acceptance. Innovative new services have also become available, which shows that there's a rise in popularity, like microblading, which is when you like get your eyebrows tattooed or hair tattooed on, because you have hair loss or whatever other reason. Covering up scars has also become a big thing, and permanent makeup has also become huge. So now that really shows that there is a rise in it. My conclusion is that tattoos are essential for every society. Just for expression, for whatever purpose it is, tattoos are always around, even if it's for bad or for good, if it's looked down upon or it's praised, it's always in every society. It provides identity, thoughts, and opinions, as well as self-expression. It can also provide comfort, like for the men that were trying to be reminded of something of home, who were soldiers. And also self-confidence as well, like people getting their eyebrows tattooed on because they don't have any. And that's why I really think that all of this is what really makes a tattoo. So yeah, thank you.